like to fall back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad. You know the truth. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby. What is this for this girl? What is love? Love, what is love? You believe in it for two.
Yo, what it do? What's up, man? This is your boy, North End Floyd. What's good, y'all, man? Look, this is a Sunday. This is a first. So, I didn't have a podcast episode Friday. But we will have one this Friday coming up with Judge Ben Collins. Y'all can check that out at 7 p.m. Friday. Judge Ben Collins will be on the show. He's gonna be tapping in the studio. You'll be sitting back there and stuff. And man, what was that? And that's what it's gonna be. But this Sunday, man, today we talking about we doing a little gardening talk. So I started gardening last summer, in the middle of the summer. What you doing over there? We can't see that. What is that?
Trying to see how you show stuff. Yeah. Okay. I know how to do
What is
it.
that? Blueberries?
This one is blackberries. I love blackberries, especially if you find some good blackberries that are sweet and tasty. I had some the other day. Love them. We're growing some.
Miss Delia says she don't see it. I just hearted it. It's right above the comments.
Okay. I'll work with her while you know.
But anyway, like I said, I started gardening in July, in the middle of the summer. And it wasn't too many options, but I still was able to grow some things, surprisingly, and I fell in love in gardening. So uh Miss Delia is one of the people who helped me start it, and she's gonna be on the live in a second. But Trina, when did you actually start? I'm gonna send her the
So honestly, like really getting into it, it was this season that just passed. With your encouragement and honestly just inspired by you. I'm just like at the end of the day, I was on a journey to find hobbies that are therapeutic. And like when I'm trying to teach people about finding things to pour into themselves and things that can help them to feel balanced and all that, like gardening does all of those things. And so it's so funny because I used to always say I don't have a green thumb. I don't have a green thumb. And when I first bought my house a little over 10 years ago, they had 6 planter boxes. And I was like, ew, like, I don't know who they think about to be doing all of that. And
Hold on,
so
your house already had planter boxes?
my house already had planter boxes.
Oh,
And
for
that's
real.
why I knew about the tomato plants because I know the big cone screen thing that people use to grow tomato plants. So that's what I'm saying. But I just really was not into it. So the only thing that I maintained very loosely was the spice garden, and now I want one back so bad. I mean, it was a herb garden
Mhm.
with rosemary, mint, and all that kind of stuff. And so I would have so much rosemary that I would give my family members Ziploc bags, and they could just take it and go and with them. And
Uh,
that went away. So, but yeah, up until then, it's like connecting with the earth is very grounding. It helps with balance. The,
mhm.
the earth is always attempting to balance itself out. So when you connect with it, it helps you as well. The earth is organic, so are we.
Mhm.
Engaging with the soil, being in the grass. We talk about grounding a lot, all of those things, and then you're also growing something. And there is something very hey,
Okay, all right. The master gardener didn't step into the building.
right. Well, you're closer to a master than we are. You'll be the sensei. He'll be your assistant, and I will be a
Uh,
student. Okay, what we doing?
what you doing, ma'am?
Nothing, just got through cooking dinner for our family and just trying to get ready for springtime, for spring gardening. It's gonna
Yeah.
be it's gonna be a hell of a year.
It,
In a
I,
good
you know,
way.
you know, I can't wait to start this year because I started like in the middle. I mean, in the heat in July. It was hot. It was like the end of July and stuff like that. So it wasn't too many options as far as to grow. It's most people are kind of like gearing towards like fall and all that. They didn't already planted their spring crops. But you told me it was a few things to plant. And I was talking to Trina and I told her like when we first met and we was having a conversation. I was like, man, Trina, she She was mugging me. She was to see if I
Oh no,
was.
she wasn't playing with you. I told you
I was
that she
like,
wasn't
she was
feeling.
saying
She
if I
wasn't
was
making you
serious or
serious.
nothing.
Trina put me in my place. She was like, "Nah, that's good people. He's good people." No,
Because
like,
I was talking to you, I was like, "Whoo!"
hey,
She was
like my mental health was not there that day, and Trina
Okay.
identified
okay.
that because sometimes you can be in the wrong headspace because we're dehydrated. We didn't use our mental capacity trying to push something that the people need to where you're mentally dehydrated. And so I couldn't see you for seeing the wrong things and being in this journey for so long. I had became dehydrated, but
hmm
you came along, Trina came along, and it poured water back into my life just to see y'all growing stuff and actually sharing and eating. It poured water back into my life.
Yeah, because like I said, you gave me my first start. You gave me some okra seeds, and you say they wasn't the okra seeds that you usually get from the store.
Yep, these are these.
Yeah,
These
Oh, please,
yeah.
I
oh,
want
I got
some.
I got you. I got you.
Mine flipped out and fell everywhere, and I was so hurt. I was on the floor trying to find them.
No, hey,
Yeah.
mine fell in the crate, and I couldn't find them all. And so when I was growing stuff, it was okra growing in different spots that it fell. And so I had like bell pepper right here and okra. And I didn't know what okra was coming all over the place and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I woke up to some good news this morning. Iris, I didn't know she had put a post that she was going to donate um her um her tomato plants and her
mhm.
pepper plants to Urban Roots. Like
Oh, that's
Okay, that's what's up.
nice.
She
Germ-
That's what's
she
up.
did post a picture though. She did post a
yeah,
picture of
I seen it this morning and it was amazing to see that because germination is a job. Like getting your baby plants ready
yeah.
is a job. And if you don't do it on time, you feel like you rush. But
hmm
my advice to y'all is do gardening at your own pace. Don't do it according to what everybody else is doing because I might grow something, it may not grow because my soil may not be right. But you
Yeah.
may grow something and you might pass me up. That's
Yeah.
the way gardening works. It depends on what type of nutrients you have in your soil.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I seen a lady at Toasted Yolk, and she said she seen my video and she was like, I've been trying to grow carrots and I can't grow carrots. And she's like, how did you grow? And I was like,
you got
hey,
you ever heard the formula? You got the formula.
yeah.
Right,
So
bag and sell it. I don't know what you put together in your plant boxes, but whatever mix you put together, you got the formula down.
yeah. So
I'm still trying to figure my formula out. Mm.
we at first it was just gonna be us three as far as having this conversation, but I when I made the post, there was other people that was intrigued because spring is coming, and so Trina, why you looking like that?
Oh, I'm trying to give up the audio. Listen, I already told you, Mr. Dalala. I already know. I did the peroxide. I just haven't gotten a chance to wash my hair, but I did the peroxide.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, spring is coming. So a lot of people are preparing and getting their seeds and a lot of people don't know like what to plant or when they should plant it. So we got you on here, Miss Delia, Urban Roots, to like, as far as to go through that. So as far as planting, like when should people start as far as preparing to plant their spring?
You need to start getting your grounds ready now, like cleaning off all the old stuff, the leaves and stuff, because you want to save your leaves and stuff for compost and things like that. But potatoes, you can, as of yesterday, you can start planting potatoes and sweet potatoes now.
Okay.
Oh, let me get my pen. Let me get my pen. I don't even know why I didn't have my pen for this conversation. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you can start it now, but also you want to
Put it in my
wait
phone.
until most people plan around Good Friday okra because that's my cultural tradition is to plan around Good Friday. So really, like in April, it's time to start planning. But like germination, you can do it at any time because you're keeping it in the element of the house or your greenhouse
hmm
you keep lighting constantly on it so that the babies can grow. And so, like late March, early April is time to plant. So you guys still have time to clean everything off, get your soil right, keep everything covered up, and then start planting around late March or April. Because I think we're gonna have another cold snap. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. It's
They say
kind
we have one more.
Yeah, it's kind of cooling off today, but you don't want to plant nothing in the ground right now because it's too cold. And when the
Yeah.
sun's not hot, when the ground is not hot enough underneath, this your seeds are not going to germinate. And so
Okay.
it's just like having a baby. You know, you want the right temperature and everything in your soil. And so you have to wait until, this last cold snap uh,
Yeah.
goes, and then you can go from there, like tomatoes, peppers, bell peppers, watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumber. This is my favorite time of the year for Southeast Texas because we're considered zone 9 or 9A, depending on where you are.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with the zones. So you start getting into all this gardening and be like zone 8, zone 9, zone 9 A, B, and all that. So it gets a little confusing. So you're saying our zone is zone 9,
Or 9A.
Hey, no, no,
There's
nine.
no.
a 9B, but that's not, I don't know where that is. But and then once you spend enough time outside, you'll start to kind of feel the weather for yourself and say, okay, I need to plant this. Now is the time to plant magnolia trees. If you want to plant a magnolia tree, you can plant that now. But any other tree that you want to plant, you need to wait till the end of March or early April. But the
I,
only that you can plant right now is a magnolia tree because you don't really see magnolia trees like you used to.
I have a magnolia tree. I have a little gem magnolia.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wow.
got 2 of them. They grow kind of slow. I don't know if I mean, they still alive, but
Put some
I was
lines around it. It may need some more nitrogen. Just
okay.
up the composition of the soil that's around it. You may need to put some nitrogen or something around.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I do that with my plants, but as far as like the trees, the 2 trees I got, I don't think I ever put nitrogen or anything around
Yeah,
it.
you
I
can
just water it.
no, you can baby the trees, but trees get water on their own. Like the roots are probably like 100 to 1,000 feet long, and when you dig deep in the ground, what you gonna run
The
into?
aquifers. The aquifers.
Yeah. So they don't really need a whole lot of water. It's probably missing nutrients. You need to put nutrients, iron, copper, zinc, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I can tell you what my husband uses too, because we had a tree in the backyard he wanted to revive. We have a persimmon tree.
Okay.
And it actually, and the thing about persimmons, it's hard to grow them because their season is all wonky. You just never know. Once I was researching it, but it was yielding a lot of fruit, and so he actually had treated it with some stuff to kind of boost it, and it was yielding tons of persimmons, more than we could deal with. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss
So
Miss Delias, Dia Harris, she grows a lot of stuff too.
I see that.
She said, "Is it okay to do watermelon at this time?" She said, "I
Oh,
never had any luck, but I
no,
was able to do a honeydew."
most definitely not. She wants to wait until April the 3rd on Good Friday, watermelon.
How long does it take for a watermelon to finally be ready
Uh,
to harvest?
about 40 days.
That's it.
Yeah, but that time, 40 to 45 days, sometimes 60. It depends on the composition of your soil. Because some people have gumbo soil, some people have sandy soil, some people have loose soil.
Hmm.
Whatever plant, that's why your carrots grew so well, because your soil was loose and your
Hmm.
carrots were able to travel down and just be themselves. But
Yeah.
if you put it in clumpy soil, the roots can't move like they need to. So we're going to be planting watermelon in April, May, June, July. We're gonna be planting watermelon in April, and so she's welcome to come. We'll do a watermelon class, and she can watch us plant and stuff. But you want to wait until April on
Oh,
your It may
please
take
don't say it.
half months for it to all the way mature, somewhere around there, maybe 80 days, I think. But it depends on the size of the watermelon. There's Charleston gray watermelon. There's mini watermelons, and there's the regular big ones. So she should wait until April, like April the 3rd, and then start planning from there.
Man,
Okay.
I
I,
need to know.
I have a question too. So I have a bucket garden, And the only thing, and Floyd, I'm gonna need your help with this part, but the only thing that I've put in one of the buckets is is it the aji? Is it aji peppers? Which peppers?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
So that's the only thing I put in there, but I have 7 more. And I know that the thing about it, when I was talking to the young lady that I got the bucket garden from, is that the temperature, like how you was talking about in the ground and with it being cold, that's not really something that you deal with necessarily with bucket gardens.
Yes,
So,
true. You need to bring them buckets in the garage or
well,
something.
yeah. No, I know that part, but I'm saying like when you talk about in the ground, like with the stuff that's going on. And so, honestly, for me, because my husband actually knows. Remember, we talking about getting y'all together because he actually does have a pretty green thumb. I just don't. And but I asked him for tips, but I didn't want my hobby to become his issue because he doesn't really have enough time to do it for himself. So I do most of it myself. But we have tents that I start my smaller plants off with sometimes.
Mhm.
That are already set up. It's like an artificial environment that's set up for them to flourish. So that's how I start them off so that I can keep up with them. And then I tend to transplant. And then other things I've actually planted out there. But I told you in our conversation, I know I overdid my planter box. It's way
I
too
did
much
too.
stuff.
When I first started, I did too.
It's survival of the fittest, y'all. I mean, they fighting, and the other greens are winning.
Facts.
I had a Swiss chart that it did the little bitty, like you said. So that's the part about the germination. They take care. Baby, that little seedling did not go any further than that little split. It did not. And I have a separate plant that grew, but in that planter box, the Swiss chart lost the fight very early on.
Yeah.
So my thing is, for a person that doesn't have as much gardening space, when the seasons change, are they supposed to flip their planter boxes, like actually remove stuff and start over?
You want to do you want to add worms. You want to add worms to your garden,
Where
and
do you get worms from though?
you could go buy them. They got certain places that have them. I don't know where because
The feed store, maybe?
yeah.
What feed store they got out here?
Oh,
There's the Winnie
the
feed
silos.
feed
Past the
store.
silos.
There's a feed store on Washington Boulevard, across from where the old churches used to be at, on Washington Boulevard by MLK. There's a feed store right.
Oh, okay.
I,
Okay.
Travis,
yes, yes,
Travis, and then they got one past the silos.
Okay.
I think so.
That we've went to that feed store before. It's like they have all kind of stuff. I think, what is it? Tractor
Worms.
Supply.
Yeah, Tractor
They
Supply.
have
They got
growing stuff
worms.
as well. Yeah, they got different stuff in there too.
Hey,
Yeah.
Miss Delia. Somebody asked. We got another question. Somebody asked, can they have their tea party in your garden in
Oh,
spring?
that's cute.
Yeah, I told her, yeah, most definitely. Yes.
That's cute.
Okay, Chantel. She said, yeah, you can have the tea party over there. I just recently got into some herbal tea, so
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
drinking my little herbal tea.
Most definitely.
And then you said that we can grow. Well, put it like this. In your opinion, first of all, Miss Lala, how you feel about bucket gardens? Because I don't know how you feel about them. I don't know what your face did when I said that. I want to ask that first.
Wait about I love all type of gardening. The thing that we have to understand as people, you have to do what's conducive for you according to how you feel and what vibe your planting gives you. You see what I'm saying? Because some people have apartments, they can't go dig in the back of the
Yeah,
yard
that's true. I got a couple friends like that.
growing something. That's what I feel about it. However, whatever you can do, that's what you should do. Even if you take a daggone paper box, you can use a paper box instead of a bucket and still grow some stuff.
Miss
Okay.
Angie, she says she growing some cauliflower and broccoli. I have some broccoli seeds. If somebody wants some broccoli seeds, you can have the
Hey,
ones I
hey,
got.
hey, hey,
Got
hey. Hold on. We friends.
I
Like we
can't
damn near
stand
brothers.
broccoli. I don't even
Hold on.
like
I
saying the
love
name.
broccoli.
I
hey,
can I don't even like looking at it.
oh,
It's just something about it. I don't know.
Give a bill,
it's
please.
pretty much over with. So if it's still growing, probably go late spring.
Yeah, broccoli is like a winter fall crop, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I'll hold it.
yeah. You
Okay.
hold it, put it in an envelope, and save it.
Oh, and Trina, those seeds I gave you, I those are Texas onion seeds. I'm gonna send you the
The
picture.
green onion I grew.
Yeah, they're not green onion. They Texas yellow
Oh,
onions.
I don't know how to harvest it. It looks like green onions.
It
Yeah,
do
please
it's
send me a picture of
it
it.
start off like that, but it's not. I looked in the car because I don't have no green onion seeds. I got nothing but
Okay.
onion seeds. Now I tried to grow some green onions, but I went to the store and then just cut the top off and used the base.
Yeah, That,
Uh,
but I also
so
want y'all to make sure you plant some sunflowers in your garden. Just
I
one,
want
Oh yeah,
flowers.
just
I
put
absolutely
one
yes.
want some kind of flower for
one
sure.
at a time, but make sure you put a sunflower because that'll cause the bees to come, and that's a good thing. You want to see bees and butterflies around the garden. Yes,
See
Oh,
the
you
man, he
think
got his cool plant and then
you
he got
want
his
it?
sunflowers.
yeah.
Okay, Miss Delia, we got another question. Somebody said they just joined. They said, what is the best veggie to plant in March?
Cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, peppers, all that stuff. But it has to be towards the end of March. You want to give the ground time enough to get warm enough so you can germinate. But to ensure that all your stuff is going to grow,
Mm-hmm.
do like the little baby, do like the little things in the inside, and then you bring them out and put them in the ground. But make sure you end of early
The end of March. Okay, somebody just said, I mean, Adia just said Walmart has a fishing section, and
worms.
yeah, okay. She said her grandma would mix some little Clorox dish soap and make them come out the ground. Also,
Oh, to get the ones out the ground.
yeah, get the ones out the ground.
Trina, you gonna go hunt for some worms?
No, I was just
That's some
gonna say I
organic.
see polar worms, they be ending their polar lives, unaliving themselves on my sidewalk. I see
They be frying on the little sidewalk.
Oh,
Okay. Trina, you went. We can't hear you now. What happened to you,
she mute. You mute.
Trina?
Oh boy.
See, that's why I like to have people come over. But anyway, okay. Chantel said she loved broccoli. So what I'm gonna do, Chantel, if you want some broccoli, I will sneak a little. I will sneak a few seeds out of Trina's seed pack, and I give you
I will
some.
share with Chantel, baby.
You
We
have
can share them,
earth.
Chantel.
Oh my
I
gosh, see
love
the broccoli
Chantel.
with
She is a
cheese. That's
sweet
even
soul.
worse.
We could share them.
Broccoli with cheese is even just ugh.
Okay, Floyd, we get it.
Okay.
But they're good. They're
Okay.
very good trees.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sunflowers. Now, why should we get sunflowers, Miss Delia?
Because you want to attract bees. You want to plant any flower that you can plant to attract bees. Because right now, environmentally, bees are scarce because of different
Mm,
things that are in the atmosphere. And so you don't even see, you remember the little fireflies you used to see?
yes.
You don't see them anymore. They have gone extinct. And
Mm,
so need our
yeah.
we need our bees, we need our butterflies because they're going to carry the pollen from one plant to the next. And when you're planting stuff, you have a male and a female flower.
Mm-hmm.
So the bee goes to the male flower, take what it needs off of that and puts it inside a female flower. And that's how we cucumbers, watermelon, all that stuff. Because you ever notice your plants have flowers on them?
Yep.
And so you need the bees to come and carry what they need to carry for you, the butterflies as well too. And you want to try to attract hummingbirds. We'll talk about that another time.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
know
was
what? Because
gonna ask you that.
when I had my cucumbers that I was growing, I didn't have any bees to pollinate them, so I would have to self pollinate my
Yeah.
cucumbers and stuff. And
Mhm.
every now and towards the late, like towards like the like almost fall, like then a bumblebee came, but I mean I was self pollinating for about 2 months now, trying to get them to finally grow. So I think that's
Yeah.
what I'm missing. I'm missing some sunflowers.
I need a class on that. The self
It,
pollination. I mean,
You just
I
take
may
a
know what
Q-tip.
y'all are talking about, but I'm not sure yet.
You take a
So
Q-tip and you swerve it
I think
around the
I've seen
female.
that. Yeah,
I mean the
okay,
male.
okay.
but you got to know which one is the male and which one is the female.
Yes, you have to know which one the male and which one.
Same concept, the same exact concept.
It
No,
is
no,
the
no. I
same
mean,
exact. Yes.
not
Yes.
like a flex, but I taught biology, so I kind of know a bit about the plant parts and stuff like that. So I understand that part. It's just I didn't know how to do that part myself, but I can do that part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surprisingly, I can identify the parts
But that's what
literally.
I was lacking. I was lacking bees, and I needed something to attract the bees to pollinate the rest of the. So that's one thing that I got to. That's that I'm gonna order as far as from a catalog that I get my seeds from is some sunflowers. They got some dope sunflowers too.
Man, they
Yeah.
got some dope everything in this book.
They-
I'm overwhelmed. There was so much stuff in this book,
what
man.
are y'all using? Is it the burpee? What do you have?
No, it's from Baker Seeds, where I've been getting my seeds from,
Oh,
and it's
yeah. Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna have to show it to you one day so you can check it out and see what you think
Okay.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll check it out. I normally just go to Winnie, near
Yeah,
the.
I asked you what the name of the store was so I can go there.
I don't
Yeah.
know it. Oh my.
You don't know the that's what you said. You
I'll do a video of it. I'm supposed to go sometime next week, and it's like you get more for less.
Ooh.
They have a whole bunch of seeds and like these big old jars, and you just fill up your bag, and there is really inexpensive. But everything that I've gotten from there has grown. So
Chantel say, when do you plant beans?
beans. Which type of beans? Is she talking about green beans? Is she talking about
I tried green beans. It didn't work out.
The fact that it matters what type of bean has just overwhelmed me. So many different types of beans.
It is a
Yeah,
lot of different type of beans.
yeah.
Too.
Beans are. I've planted beans before, but you gotta make sure you're doing them at the right time, especially like black eyed peas and stuff like that. It depends on what type she wants to plant, and it just depends.
Okay, Angie says she got honeysuckle plants that brought the.
Ooh,
I
I
love
beans to her.
honeysuckle.
That's the ones you can pull out and
I
take.
used to do the yeah, it's
Yeah.
just a drop. And you so silly. You just like
Man, you be just tearing the things up when you're little, man. All on the
I used
fence.
to love honeysuckle. That would be cute to have in your garden too.
That would be kind of tight though.
that's one of the things that used to grow on its own. Honeysuckle,
Mhm.
berries, blueberries,
Yeah.
blackberries, all that stuff used to grow on its own, but because of our environment is damaged, we got to grow that ourselves now. Is that blueberry?
This is
Like,
blackberries that we're gonna
Blackberry.
try.
Now, when you do blackberries,
what is that? That's a book.
No, it's a whole we got this from Sam's because we've grown the roses from Sam's before.
Yeah.
And they actually did really well. Like the rose bush we have in the front, it literally grew throughout the harsh. It finally in this last freeze decided to calm down because it was flourishing even through the winter. All kind of different color yellow roses and all. It was really pretty. It thrived. So we have that, and we also have raspberries, but it's not for the time we're waiting for it to warm up to plant them.
April, I would plant it in April. Make sure you have enough nitrogen in the ground as well too.
Yes, we definitely have a lot of food over here. Fish emulsion, and
Yes.
we have a kit with different chemicals that you can mix. I just made some plant food the other day for
Mhm.
myself, and my uncle also has his little garden, so made some plant food. So I'm trying. It's just that sometimes you can do too much and then it gets fried. So if you put like too much of the nutrients,
Yes, I
it
fried.
gets sunburned. I have
Yeah.
some organic spray that you're supposed to do in cycles to keep the pests away when they start eating, because they ate all of my little Swiss chard from the first thing. They had a field day. And my husband was like, well, that means that it's good. If they eating it, that means it's a good crop. It ain't good if it don't make it to my table. So I
Yeah.
had to go buy some stuff to, treat it or whatever. So I have some things. I just need to be a little bit more consistent with my watering and just with knowing when to feed them other stuff. So that's why I need to come to the garden.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Star. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, Dia, she said she did green beans in March, but also, spring is coming up, and one thing that annoyed me was ants. Are ants a good thing? Because I was like, I see an ant pile and I was like, I just gotta kill them.
Ants are a part of nature, and no, it's not a good thing for the crop because they're attracted to the sugar in all our fruits and vegetables. Because everything that we eat turns into what?
Glucose or some kind of macromolecule, but definitely glucose. For
Right.
the most part.
Ants are attracted to that, and just like we gotta eat, they gotta eat. So you still have to get them away from your plants because they'll cause something really bad for you. It's
Yeah.
not so.
So as long as they're not crawling all over your plants, they're okay.
Well,
They killed my plant.
I wouldn't have them nowhere near your plant. They will kill them.
Well,
Okay.
it's set up shop on, like I had these flowers at my house because I have another house and I got the landscaping done. And I didn't understand why, for some reason, these plants, I would come in to be a mound of ants around the roots all the way up to where my plant was like disappearing. And I would
Wow.
knock it down. And I actually have this stuff, but I didn't want to use the stuff yet. I would just knock it down, knock it down. And I don't know if it matters that it's against brick too, because it's like in the front of the house,
Mhm.
But it kept doing that to the point where they took over. And so I literally took water hose and sprayed to knock it off. And then I treated it with the little stuff that I bought from the hardware store where you put a little bit on there and they take it to the queen. It does what it needs to do. I don't want to murk the little ants, but they keep getting in the way. So I had to. I
Yeah,
had
I used
to,
to. Yeah,
you
I
know,
get rid of them.
do it or whatever. But I never saw that before. They literally set up a mound around my plants,
What only
my flower.
for my ants is like Dawn dishwashing liquid, but it depends on what chemicals you use. Sometimes those chemicals get into your vegetation, so ants are a force to be reckoned with. It's kind of like we gotta agree to disagree with ants.
Yeah.
So they're just pesky and they're everywhere, but you got to move them away from your plants. And they're really bad with okra. Like they'll
Yes, they was on my okra plant and stuff like that.
crawl.
Byron said he'd use instant grits to get rid of them,
Okay, to blow their little
to
bellies up.
blow
Yeah,
them up. I tried
yes.
it.
I was like, oh my God. But
I tried it. It works, but it takes time. You got to be patient with it because
Right,
they'll
that's
eat it.
the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
natural.
what do you
Jay
do about
Johnson
that?
actually said. Jay Johnson said, "What is currently growing in your at the garden, Delia?"
Nothing. We have cleared everything out and we are ready. We're trying to get ready for spring. We just added some and we're trying to cultivate the land again right now because the more that you guys plant, the more depleted your soil gets. So you got to do like crop rotation depending on what you're actually growing. So I
Yeah.
mean your soil, both of y'all soil is probably good for maybe another season, another whole season, and then you want to start amending and adding. But we have nothing growing out there. We've pulled everything out and we're feeding it to the chickens. We're working on getting ready
Yes.
plant at the end of March. So you got to have dead periods where
Uh-huh.
nothing in the soil so that the oxygen in the air can do what.
Okay. Well, I guess I know what I need to do now. I got some onions that's still growing. That man.
But everything that's still growing in there is steady pulling the nutrients out. So you need to, depending on what you're doing, sometimes you need to pull some of that stuff out and get ready for the next season.
Okay, we got some questions rolling in too. She said, are we supposed to grow certain things in season? Yes, you do.
Yeah,
She said, are most veggies and fruit year round? No, they're not.
no. And some things that we're doing to our environment, like I'm not gonna say who, I can't use any names, but
Yeah, we don't want them crashing our
oh,
show.
I'm not with me being a part of a certain organization. There's certain trees you cannot grow in America. And
Oh,
and a moringa tree is one of them. You're not supposed to grow it here, but we have them here. We're not supposed to. And there's a whole another division at the USDA office where they will come and they will seize everything you got. Like if you're growing some stuff that you're not supposed to grow,
mm-hmm.
they have jurisdiction to come and take all this because we're not supposed to be growing it here. And there's a lot of other stuff. We'll talk about that another time. But this stuff
Okay.
can be very serious depending on what you're bringing into the States. That's why, like, if you bring something from Africa here and it doesn't grow here, they'll make you leave it at customs and you can't even bring it here because it's not native to our land. Then it causes other environmental problems. Like it may attract a beetle from another country that's gonna come and eat up all our crops.
I got you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question. Let's say I do want to make a small little plot in the yard because I want to plant something in the actual ground. I mean, I feel like a gardener, kind of like I saw myself an amateur gardener, but I don't really feel like a gardener to put stuff in the ground. And I don't have anything in the ground. So if I'm starting with a patch
Hey,
of grass, how do you make the ground look like what y'all had going on, what
Get
y'all
you
have going on?
a tarp. Go get it tomorrow or get it as soon as possible. Get you a tarp, cover it up, put some bricks down or whatever you got to put down to keep it down. And when you pull it back in March, you're going to have so many worms and beautiful soil, and just till it and you're good because it creates moisture.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
the tarp, it uses the tarp uses the grass as fertilizer. It doesn't die. It just evaporates into the ground and makes all its nutrients. Because when you're gardening, you're not killing it. You're using it back for nutrients and oxygen. So that's why when people say they don't have a green thumb, you do. You didn't kill anything. You just created nutrients for the ground. You see what I'm saying? You get
When I
it?
kill stuff,
You did.
it's nutrients for the
You
group.
So everybody it has the entitlement to grow. Like God left us here to grow stuff. Now, if you're not doing it, you're not doing your due diligence. But I believe it's for everybody to grow. So just go get you a little tarp, put it down, and leave it there until the end of March. And when you pull it back, till you're good to go.
All right, Mandre said he think he has too much clay in his yard.
He does. He needs to add some sand. Add some sand and mix it together, but you got to constantly cultivate it. And then you can add like a little mulch, and then you can add a few other things, but you would have to keep adding and break it down. It took us about 3 years to break our soil down. Like if you go back and look at our videos,
Mm-hmm.
our ground was mostly clay. Like you could literally take it and make balls of clay with it. So we had to constantly cultivate. So you got to add sand because sand turns into what? Glass. So it's going to through the dirt and soften it up and make it the way it needs to be, but it takes time.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I learned that when I was doing like planting roses in my yard, and I would dig up the other plants, and man, it was so much clay. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to put the rose in it because it's nothing but clay. Like, how do the roots? So I would dig it like real deep and then get like some cow manure and stuff like that and dirt so the roots can sit in it so it can kind of spread.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like she said, get you some sand, get you some mulch. You said 3 years it took?
And time,
Well,
Mandre.
it took me 3 years because of how big our plot was. And so I had to consistently do things. And the good thing about planting sunflower takes the iron deposit out the ground. Like it sucks the bad minerals out. And so it's amazing how Mother Nature and Earth does. Everything is recyclable. And so once you plant the sunflower, it sucks up the iron deposit. Because let's say there was 3 old houses on the plot that we had. So I can't tell y'all how much iron I done pulled out the ground over time. And so the ground is made up of iron, copper, and zinc. And so my ground was on iron overload because it had a lot of old iron in it. So that's why we planted sunflowers the first time to take the impurities out that we didn't need. And when we break the sunflowers down, like till it back in, you create oxygen back into the dirt. So there's a science to it, but it's doable.
Mandre talking about he go stick to HEB. Go ahead and get that HEB vegetables then.
When do we plant the sunflowers?
We trying to help you out.
So when do we plant the sunflowers? Anytime?
I would wait until April.
That's April too. Okay.
April is
Just
the
making
start
sure.
of
The hotter the better. The hotter the better.
April is when we rock off and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So okay.
Hotter the better. And when you plant sunflowers, you can plant one and then 3 weeks later plant another one behind it, because once sunflowers grow and they fizzle out, they're gone. So you want them to do like stair steppers. Plant them like 3 weeks apart. It's like planting conception. So plan your conception with your sunflowers.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on my little order list. Some sunflowers. They got some nice sunflowers too.
You're gonna be so proud of your sunflowers, for Lloyd. I can see you.
Man, I'm proud of my.
Trina will be proud of hers too.
Miss Delia, when I grow something, I'll be proud of it. I'm not gonna lie.
Sunflowers are smiles. They're like natural smiles, literally. I love sunflowers.
I gotta write that on my little thing.
And then you put seeds at the end of it. So after you plant them, that head When you open it up, it's nothing but seeds in there, and that's how you start your own sunflower seeds.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
you have
Iris, she got some nice sunflowers. She grew some nice sunflower
yeah.
seeds.
Now
Nice.
she is phenomenal as well with her growing. She's super phenomenal. She's a
Man, Iris, I'm gonna give me a lemon tree too.
yes. I would get I would get two. I would get a companion for it.
Oh, 2 lemon trees.
I would get two.
Well, I was gonna put them in like a pot. Does that matter?
Two pot, do two of them because some trees need male and female. And so I would do 2 lemon trees just to ensure that it's gonna grow.
Okay. I'm writing stuff down. I'm sorry.
And then Iris has like some rabbit poop that she wants to give away.
Oh, she do?
I would ask her for rabbit poop because rabbit poop is phenomenal to put in your plant beds because rabbits eat fruits and vegetables, so it doesn't create a hot compost, so you can throw it and it gives you back the nutrients that you need.
Oh, that's pretty. What?
That is beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I forgot they call that a sunburst or something. Rings of
We need to do a sunflower contest and see who wants to participate, and let's see who can grow the biggest sunflower.
oh Lord.
So what are we doing here? What?
Do it. And we can vote on the biggest sunflower, and we can measure them and see who's gonna grow the biggest sunflower.
Charmaine, what's up, Charmaine Joseph? She said she get her. She said earlier she get her stuff from the farmers market in Houston.
Oh yeah,
I never been to it.
that's a field trip. That would be somewhere good to go.
Yeah. Dia says she down. Dia, what all have you grown? I think Dia growing like I think she showed a bell pepper that she was growing and stuff. So
Yep, it'll be time for bell peppers again.
okay, so you saying that we need to like so I got crates, garden beds and stuff. So you said I need to have it like at least like a month where I don't have nothing growing so the oxygen can take place.
I would because you're trying to find your niche. You're trying to find how you're actually growing everything. You're trying to find yourself because the more that you do it, the more knowledge that you get doing it. So yes, I would, and I would document everything. And being that Black History Month, we don't hear a whole lot about Dr. George Washington Carver and how he actually he saved the farmers back in the day because he talked about crop rotation. He talked about planting peanuts into the ground to put nutrients back into the ground because the ground was depleted. They didn't have all the stuff that we have now. You see what I'm saying? Back in those times, they didn't have nothing. So he planted sweet potatoes, he planted peanuts and stuff like that to keep the nutrients in the ground. And so I'm bringing him up because you have to find fresh and innovative ways to do things that you're actually doing. Had he not did what he did, a lot of these different places wouldn't have this topsoil, this and that, because he was also a scientist. He had so much uncharted work that we don't even know about that wasn't listed. We would have to go research it to find it. So the reason why I do what I do is because I feel that me as an indigenous person, I'm picking up where he left off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I make shampoos, I make food, I make chlorophyll. And that scientist in you is going to come out of you because you're going to feel like, okay, now I can do something else. And so for Black History Month, I love to remember him because we wouldn't have all the stuff that we have now if he wouldn't have designated his life to just growing and stuff.
Yeah, because and shout out to my boy James Coward. You know James Coward. He got
Yes.
Yeah, my boy James. He grew a lot of stuff last year. He was growing okra, he was growing peppers, he was growing a lot of stuff from the ground. And he was canning stuff. Like he was like, I guess that's what you call it, canning, jarring or whatever.
Yeah, he gave me some pickles. His pickles were phenomenal.
He was doing so like I want eventually, that's like the next goal, to start doing like pickles, my own jalapenos, and so when people start doing that, then they probably can develop their own business selling stuff like that.
Yes, yes. And we're going to have him out there. I need to get with him. I'm probably going to see him Tuesday. When we start planning, I'm going to make sure he's going to be there because he did ask to come. But
Yeah,
you're going to find some innovative ways. We started making okra coffee, but I can't make
okra coffee.
Yes, I can't make enough of it to even think about selling it. You know, when you get into making a product, you got to think about mass production. And when you get into mass production,
Oh, yes.
then people try to taint what you're doing, these big corporations, and you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to find ways, but I found a way to break transmodification. So I have a lot of okra seeds.
And them things grow as soon as they hit the dirt.
I need some of those, please.
I got a whole bunch.
As soon as they hit the dirt, them things is growing.
Yes, okra is the easiest thing to grow. And it's very rewarding.
Okra and cucumbers is something that I learned you have to plant by themselves because they will overtake your garden bed.
Yep.
They overtook one of my crates that I had, my raised garden bed. The roots was all on one side, the other, and that was something that I had learned. So this year I plan on planting cucumbers in their own crate. I don't know if I'm gonna do okra, but I'm probably gonna do cucumbers because I like the idea of like having pickles, like just trying to.
Oh, well, for your cucumbers, you could do like the cow panel.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, and it can grow up. It'll grow up, and you just reach up and pull them. Because what is your is it HOA? What does your HOA allow in your neighborhood?
Man, my HOA don't be tripping.
Okay,
they
good.
wanted me to be the HOA president, so I know they not tripping.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But yeah, and I see they got different. I'm sorry, Trina, you was finna say something?
Well, it's just y'all were talking about the oxidizing, the allowing the soil to get oxygen. So I wanted to know, do I need to put the soil in and let it just sit and just breathe for a little bit?
I would, and the reason why I would just let it sit is because you don't know how these companies are actually making their soil. It's been in that plastic bag for so long. So I would let it breathe.
Okay.
Not a whole month. Maybe like a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Let the rain hit it, mix it around, add some worms to it if you think you need to, and then plant in it because it's been in the bag and that hot sun been hitting on the bag. I'm more sometimes I think about environmental things as well too.
Okay. And then also, can okra grow in one of my buckets?
Yes, most definitely. But I would only put 3 seeds in one bucket.
Okay.
Because those 3 come up, you're going to have to pick one. You're going to have to pick which one plant you're going to leave in there. Because okra has some thick vines. They're very thick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like a planting a tree when it matures. Okra is very tough. Yeah. So
I'm looking in this book and they got all kind of okra. They got like Jing orange okra. They got Clemson spineless.
Yeah, they have Star of David. Do you see Star of David in your book? There's something called Star of David. I don't know if that's in your book. And then there's burgundy.
Oh, I see burgundy. Yep.
Yeah. But here's the thing about burgundy that's so asinine to me is that when you grow it, it's burgundy, but when you cook it, it turns back green. So what's the purpose?
Yeah, it's just to look for it or whatever. They got Alabama red,
Louisiana over here. I see Louisiana,
and they got the
look for Longhorn. You see Longhorn?
I didn't see no
I don't
Longhorn.
have that. I just have Alabama red, Eagle Pass, Jing orange, and Louisiana in my book.
Longhorn is one of them. But my seeds are so transmodified, I don't know what's what. So I just pick them and put them all together. That's what I do.
Yeah. And like I said, as soon as they hit the dirt, within 3 days, you're gonna see like them sprouting and stuff like that. So
and that's about the easiest thing to grow. And then last year a lot of people had a bad year with tomatoes. So
yes, Iris had a bad year with tomatoes, she said.
I did too. Last year was a very bad year. But this year I plan on covering it up and I'm gonna try to baby my tomatoes a little bit more, but I think environment wise, that's why it was so bad for the tomatoes. I mean, like people that live in Hampshire Finette that I know that grow tomatoes had a bad year last year.
Hmm.
And
Uh, yeah, that's one thing. If we did a lot of like me and Trina was talking about like as far as like sharing, as far as you grow this, I grow that, and grow this. Like I wouldn't mind growing a lot of different things, but you know, until I guess we build up that village where somebody grows something and the other person grows stuff. Because I wouldn't mind growing some tomatoes, even though I don't really like tomatoes itself. I mean, I know ketchup and
salsa.
salsa and all that. I mean, those are ways. I mean, those are things that I can do as far as tomatoes, but um, I don't know if I want to grow them or not. So, should you only just grow things that you want to eat?
I think you should grow things that you feel. Like, do y'all remember when they went up on the price of eggs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I woke up one morning and I told my husband, I said, we got to get chickens. And he was like, why? I said, I
Mm-hmm.
feel it. We got them. We had eggs and people were
Uh,
looking.
You want to take this?
I think you should grow as you feel. Do what you feel, because that may sustain your family and somebody else. I think you should go with what you feel, like what your first mind is telling you to do when you're growing. Because
Yeah.
we're compatible to plants. Plants are compatible to our DNA. So do what you feel when you're planting. That's how I feel about it.
Okay. Somebody asked the question. And we just talked about. I think you said okra is one of the easiest things, and somebody said, "What should I plant with my 9-year-old this March?"
Okra, okra, or cucumbers.
Yeah.
Well, okra is kind of sticky now. Once you get ready to pick it, you got to have on gloves and long sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
I would do cucumbers.
Cucumbers, without a doubt, is gonna grow
It
for sure.
would probably just do cucumbers, but it is good to have a cow panel if you like put the arch that goes over, and it's so beautiful.
Well, I need that. I need to check with y'all after this, figure out what that is.
Yeah.
But I grew collard greens. I don't eat collard greens. I just like growing them. It's a very fun plant to grow. I feel very great about myself when I walk out there and see those big leaves.
Well, you may need the oxygen from them because
I need all of it.
it puts off oxygen, even though you're not eating it. But if you're touching it, you're getting the oxygen from it as well too. So maybe
Okay.
you needed to be around that plant.
I do want some chickens though. Charmaine saying nothing like fresh yard eggs.
Yep.
I
Who is
do.
Miss Angie? I want
Yeah.
some jalapenos, Miss Angie. Next time you grow that, I want some.
Angie was on our board for the farmers market and stuff. And
Oh,
Oh,
I
for
gotta
real?
talk to her.
Okay.
she has a beautiful garden in her backyard. She's a phenomenal lady too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Angie, you gonna have to shoot me some pics, man. I need some inspiration.
Gardener as well. Her stuff was so beautiful in her backyard.
Okay, dang. Yeah, man, shoot me some pic. I need some inspiration this year because this, like I say, starting this year is like, this is the first for me because I started in July in the summertime. So kind of being more prepared and a little bit more experience with my hand in the dirt. Like this spring is gonna be fun for me to go.
This the fact that you grew carrots, that you literally birthed that out, and then
I said poof.
yeah, in two of you growing, then Trina grew mustard greens. It was just amazing watching y'all just take a chance on the unknown. You didn't know if it was gonna grow or not, but y'all still did it.
Like you said, as far as documenting, that's one thing that I plan on doing. Because I told Trina, I said when I recorded that video of me pulling out the carrot, it was just like a spur of the moment because I had already pulled out like 7, 8 carrots already. And then I was like, I think it's one more I could pull. And then I recorded that one. And then a lot of people was hitting me up saying like, what kind of carrot it was. That was, just on the video. And so I think now, I think I'm gonna document. I'm gonna document everything now.
You know how many products you could have made from those carrots? Carrot oil, carrot juice, carrot cake.
Yeah,
It's
I,
like
I, I got them in the freezer.
that is phenomenal. And all you do to get carrot oil is that you temper some hot oil, and then you cook the carrots within it, and then you just strain it. and you got carrot oil, natural carrot oil. Then you drop in some mint, or you can drop in any other aromatic thing with it, and you have hair oil.
Yeah, Dia, she didn't believe in me too. She talking about stressing out watering the leaves. What I would do is I already watered the plant, but when I recorded the video, I was just watering. Like I didn't already water I already watered the plant.
Yeah,
But they like, you gotta water the roots, water. I knew all that. I'm just showing y'all the video. I'm just,
right.
having a good
Right.
time or whatever. But somebody said, are farmers accurate? Farmers almanac pretty accurate.
Not these days.
Oh,
This
for real?
last year was the last year.
Damn, I was gonna buy one.
Well, you can't buy them anymore because they're not printing them no more. They said they're not gonna print them anymore.
Oh,
So they
It's
took
inconsistent.
they
oh, damn,
what
thanks.
makes it inconsistent is because our environment is getting tampered with.
Yep.
So you ever go outside and the sun's shining, but it seems like it's an overcast over the sun?
Mm-hmm.
So we have all that to think about as well too. That's why I'm saying start documenting things that you're doing and do your own research. So when the new moon is coming out, you know for yourself when it's coming out. But they're not going to print farmers almanacs anymore. That was the news that I got. Some of them are, it can be somewhat accurate, but depend because of our environmental issues, it's inaccurate sometimes. That's just like me telling you we got 100% chance of rain tomorrow, and it don't rain until 2 days later. You
Mm-hmm.
wait for some rain. What rain at?
I'm looking at.
Rainwater. I see you talk about that on your videos. Even though the environment is nasty, our air is nasty, just a lot of nastiness. Should we still be collecting the rainwater?
That's
I,
a good
I,
question.
yes, you should because sometimes different other waters have too much fluoride in it, and our plants do not like a lot of fluoride. So yes, I would still collect rainwater, but there's also a device that can filter your rainwater. I hadn't purchased one yet, but there's a way that it could be filtered as well too. You have to look that up and find it. But yes, and the reason why I would collect rainwater still is because it's electric water. You ever watered a plant with city water and it didn't grow, and then you put rainwater on it, come back the next day and it's standing up like this?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, because it has
Yeah.
minerals in it. It's called electric water. It electrifies
I
the.
don't think it's illegal to grow to collect rainwater. I think somebody did it. I seen a story where somebody collected a lot of rainwater in a city or something, took it from them.
Yeah, it depends on how
How
much
much?
how much you do and who gonna snitch on you. It just depends. It depends.
Hey, MK Ultra. I'm just saying to water my plants a little bit. Now, I'm not talking about not paying the city of
You gonna have
Beaumont
a whole
anymore.
pool of water that you just
Yeah. I'm not going off the grid in the city.
Yeah, they pay the
yeah.
city, but in some places you can tap into the ground and get your own water. But that's another story for another time.
Dia said, "Do you believe in planting during the moons?"
Yes, I do believe in
You
that.
do?
Because the reason why I believe in that is because the earth is turning right now. Can you feel it? Can,
I don't want to. I don't know how to answer that.
but I'm just with the moon, planting with the moon, there's a logic to that. That means that the plants are still getting something from the moon that they need to make them grow as well. So I'm just saying the atmosphere is moving, but we can't feel it, but it's still doing that. Just like the moon, we can't see what the moon is doing for the plants, but it's doing something for them. It's a special light that they're getting from it. So yes, I do believe in that. It's not a it's not an afterthought. It's reality to plant.
Okay.
Dia,
Moon plant
we gonna have to whenever we do another one, we gonna have to bring Dia on
Look
because
up.
Dia be growing some stuff. So you know what I'm saying, to have Dia on. We might have to do this pretty often as far as like getting the knowledge as far as to growing different things. Cause
Yeah.
you, Miss Delia, and you say Angie, you say she has a pretty dope garden. So it's a lot of information that a lot of people are missing out on that as far as we could get out there.
We can go live at the
Yeah.
garden. Like literally
We
go
can.
out there to the garden, make it a day, maybe do a little tending to the garden like a volunteer day and a class day. So we talking and you can check in and say if Miss Delilah is cool with it. Hey, this is the plan I have. This is what's happening with it. What do you think I should do? Because I'm in gardener groups. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah,
black women
yeah,
love
uh-huh.
outside, black women grow, farm and stuff like that. So I see they'll post and say, hey, I found this in my garden. What is this? And people just come with all of the information for you about this big fat worm or this stinky mushroom that grew or something like that. But I think that would be super dope if we ever, made it to where we can actually do it from the garden, which
We can
would highlight
do it in
you.
March if y'all want to. March would be good.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
we could try to make
Let
it
me
happen.
know.
Dia say she ain't a talker. Well, I mean, I had the number down here for people to call, but I guess they was like, I don't know. I guess they rather just text and
Do
call.
you just bring your spirit and pictures of your plants and some of them if you want to share? And you don't have to say a word, mama.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before we get out of here, NK Ultra said they all always worried about rainwater contamination from surrounding chemical plants.
Yeah.
Well, there's a filter, like I said earlier, there's a filter that you can buy to filter the rainwater. And then the chemicals are in the air too. So it's kind of like a catch 22, or however you say that. It's kind of hard to get away from it. So, but there's
Okay.
a filter you can purchase to filter the
All
rainwater.
right. Look like Mandre coming around. He look like he ready to leave the HEB vegetables alone and stuff like that. Grow your own. My wife cooked some collard greens the other day. I'm not even gonna lie, it was the best collard greens I didn't ever ate.
Out
For
of your,
multiple reasons. It came from your
It's the
garden.
best
That
I
gotta
didn't
feel
had for real
good.
though. I ain't gonna lie, it
yeah,
tasted magnificent, to be honest
that's
with
Floyd, can I ask Miss Delilah one more question before we
you. Yeah,
close?
yeah.
On the water contamination thing, is there something that they made that you can put in water or something that'll like pull the stuff out? Or you're saying like it's an actual contraption that will filter the rainwater?
it's an actual contraption. I'm gonna see what I can look up for you and see what I can find. But the best water has always been rainwater.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we have a filter on our house that
yeah,
filters our water, but I don't know if that translates to the hose outside, but it does. I filter our water inside the house. And
yeah.
so I question that sometimes, but there would be a lot of filling buckets and leaving out of the house to fill my garden up if I tried to do that. So I just do the water hose and just keep it moving.
Well, the meat
My
market,
cabbage was good too.
uh, I'm
My
but we
bad. She said her cabbage was the bomb. I was like, my cabbage. My mom want me to grow some more cabbage just so she can come get it.
well, the season pretty much gone.
I know. I got some cabbage and it's not close to being ready to harvest. It's maybe like a month and a half out or something like that. I'm thinking about
Just let it grow. Just let it grow and see what it does.
yeah.
But I wanted to say this: the meat market sells the tall barrels for $10 a piece. The big blue food grade. You want to get the food grade barrels, and
Oh.
they're like $10, and you can put it on side your house and catch the rainwater.
How big is that?
Okay.
It's the big barrels, the big ones.
Oh,
They
for
sell,
real? Oh, the blue ones you said?
yeah, at
Okay.
Superior Meats on 4th Street. Oh, is that 4th Street? Across from Imagination Station.
Yeah, it must be 4th Street.
What is it?
The park.
Imagination Station?
No, Superior. I don't eat meat. I don't know where no meat market is at. I'm like,
It's right
Oh,
across.
I didn't know you was a veggie.
yes. That's why I'm like, what?
It's right across from the tennis court. It used to be the Best Year, Good Year.
Is it a red building?
It's yellow, I think.
It might be by that bright big red. It's a red and black building on the corner of 4th, so maybe it's that way. I'm gonna go ride by there and see.
They're
Let me
open
see.
Okay,
tomorrow.
she picked the
No,
last cabbage. I'm finna get rid of mine.
but the barrels are $10 a piece, and that's a great deal.
Okay.
And just buy you one.
Hold on. Dia said there's a meeting at the public library. The Texas A&M Agriculture Department gives them away.
Okay.
When is the meeting?
I don't know.
I can ask David Oates and see. I don't know when they're gonna do it. When is the meeting?
I'm not sure. But also, I think I'm going to make a post too because NK Ultra said a good idea as far as 409. Let's all grow stuff. And, oh, no, that's not the question.
No.
Hold on. What she said? She said, and it will teach you discipline and much. It's something else as far as
Yeah,
they
that's what he
said it.
said. It's on they say to teach you discipline and stuff.
No, it was something else about. I thought I seen something about like trading plants or something. I must have been looking at it wrong. My bad. I must have did something. I thought it
It
was
might be
like
your idea. That's your
let's all grow
idea.
our. Oh, it
Good.
said let's all grow our own stuff. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's practically what we're doing. But I might make a post as far as like if people like grow, like, hey, what are you growing? And then I'll trade you what I'm growing
Yeah, let's do that. That's not,
for what you're growing.
I
we
got
can,
collard greens ready to harvest if y'all want them.
No, we talking about for spring. You can't cheat. You got to grow.
Oh, hell. I want some of them carrots.
Hey, I'm actually my carrots. I think I got like 6 carrots left, but I think that might be it as far as harvesting. I think
you done. Yeah.
I think those are. I don't know if those are gonna be.
Well,
I
you
might.
could plant some late spring carrots. I
Yeah,
would try just to experiment and see what happens with them. I would try.
yeah, but yeah. That's what we talking about, Chantel. Just all grow stuff and then just
Yeah.
chop,
Trade
just
like
just
they
just
like they
trade.
used to.
Yeah, just trade
Your
with
your
each other.
tomatoes gonna be currency. That's why when you were saying it, I'm like, that's currency. It don't matter. When we spend money to get things that we want that we don't have. So if you have tomatoes, there are people that's gonna want those tomatoes. So you start
Yep.
with the fresh, and then when you don't sell the fresh or trade the fresh, then you start going to canning and stewing and stuff like that. But that's currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You may be on to something.
Dia
Great.
say she gonna she'll next time she's gonna share the word of the next Texas A&M meeting.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
All
Well,
right. So do we have anything else for Miss Dia? Trina, do you have anything else you want to share?
I absolutely do, but I'm gonna call her because I could talk to her all day about this. Because I'm trying to figure out with these onions. Now that you just showed me this picture
Yeah,
with Malala, I thought that was green onions.
you got the picture? Did you get the picture I sent you? Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's such a big bulb, and I have 4 that are flourishing, but they're in a small pot.
you
So
got
I'm gonna have to transplant them.
no. Well, put it in another pot, but they're probably not gonna mature until onions take a while, just like asparagus.
Yeah.
Lord, I want to challenge you. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I want to challenge you to grow asparagus.
Asparagus?
Asparagus takes 8 months to grow.
Oh my God.
I want to.
You can do it.
I want
8 months. That's like a baby.
Yes, it is. But when it grows, you're gonna have like asparagus for a long time. I want to challenge you to grow asparagus.
So you can grow. I guess I'm assuming you could just start at any time then, since it takes 8 months.
No, let me find out the exact time to start, but it literally takes 8 months for it to mature.
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it out.
The way
you can like, can't you like how people eat those? Like they pan sear 'em or
Pan
something?
seared. You can pan sear them. You can put some butter, salt, and pepper. Like you don't have to do much to
Put it-
asparagus.
put it in the soup, cut it
Okay.
up, mix vegetables.
Okay. All right. I mean,
Carrots, asparagus, tomatoes.
I'll try. I don't have a problem. I tried corn. My corn got to almost 3 foot, and then I don't know what happened. They just
Well,
died out.
Corn has to have companions, and you got to have flowers. You got to have the bees. You got to have the right.
Yes. And I told you I was having a problem with the bees and the companion. I had like 2 rows, like 3 in each row, but I don't know if that was enough.
Well, they were saying in class that you have to plant it where the wind is blowing to the north. I mean, it's a science to it.
Okay. The north,
Yeah.
so it can blow the little things on top of each
Yeah.
other or something like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I didn't think about all that. So.
Yeah.
He over here wise. I don't even know all this stuff. I'm like,
You
fool,
Okay.
I'm doing all kinds of
No,
stuff.
look, I'm not gonna lie. I did a lot of research and I looked at a lot of TikTok videos and a lot of YouTube videos. Like, when my job, when I'm on nights, it's not well. Thank God. Sometimes we have a lot of downtime. So that downtime, I'm looking at like the plant, and plus I was growing stuff, so I was heavy on like what this person was doing with this corn, what that person was doing, not with corn, but just with different stuff that I was growing, and talking to Miss Delia. And so just gathering all that information, just taking it into, what I'm doing and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And I just developed kind of, what I'm saying, just a little experience because I ain't been growing as much longer than you, Trina. So, it ain't like I'm only like a month or 2 ahead of you. So we in the same boat.
This boy got a whole fortress of a garden in his backyard. I got a box, a couple of planters, and an empty bucket garden that he talking about we the
but,
same.
but at
We
least
is.
you started. At least you did something. You started, and that's what I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna start I'm gonna document like I hate to wait till April, but April is I guess is when I'm gonna start documenting everything as far as planting, as far as like just
After April the 3rd, you can go ham.
yeah. After April, it's just gonna be the content gonna be
Yeah,
crazy. But
yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna make a post and we're gonna have to come up with some ideas as far as like a group thing to what I'm saying, as far as like trading and if people have to ask questions and then everybody in the group can just answer the question, because we do all have they do have a lot of different groups on Facebook, but as far as particularly pertaining to our area and our conditions, I think the questions is gonna be more catered to all of our circumstances. So
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All
And
right,
don't forget to
so
tell us about that masterclass too, Miss Delala, when
yeah.
you find out about it.
Yes.
So
I
we're gonna have to we gonna
Thursday.
have to plan the next one pretty soon, because me and Trina, we was talking about quarterly, but I don't know. We might have to.
Quarterly is every 3 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know about quarterly. We might have to rush.
A month.
Look, you didn't look very pleased with the quarterly.
No, because by that time you've been and had a whole crop of stuff, and people been and missed out on what they.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And we might have to. We gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to
Okay.
get Angie on here. We're gonna have to get some more other people on here to talk and spread the gossip and stuff. Chantel, when she start, maybe we can
Yeah.
get Dia to call in since she don't like being on camera and stuff. So
Yeah, and when people go into farmers markets, if y'all know our names now on Facebook, don't hesitate. You can inbox and let us know. We can potentially collaborate, go together, ask, you can get some stuff, whatever the case is. But let's make this a community.
Yeah, and I'll say this before y'all go to everyone. Don't make your main focus just to ask questions. Even if you don't know what to do, just throw the seed, dig a hole and throw it in the ground. Or get a bucket and throw it in the bucket. We don't need to spend time on keep asking questions. And I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, because some people will wait a whole year. I'm not ready.
yeah, they just asking questions and don't even.
Right. Just throw it down there. I didn't see people throw watermelon seeds in the ground and they go in the backyard and they got watermelon. They ain't did nothing to it.
I think I'm gonna try some watermelon this year, though.
Me too.
Talking to y'all too. I
That's
think I'm gonna try it.
Let's do
I'm
it.
gonna try that, and I saw some
Cantaloupe.
melons in here. There's
Yeah,
some
my
they
daughter-
got fancy kind in here, like that I ain't heard of.
I seen a
before.
black watermelon.
Ooh.
They had a black watermelon. I was like, okay.
We let you do that one.
Yeah, I'm scared of that.
I seen some black tomatoes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I might try it. I mean, like the carrots that I grown, that was like Kyoto Japanese carrots. So
Yeah,
pretty
some
cool.
of things are hybrid, some of them are
Yes, I seen that one.
laboratory. It just depends on what you decide to get. But I like yellow. Was that yellow meat watermelon?
That yellow and that orange meat is so good.
Really?
So good. Yes, that's some of the best watermelon ever.
Yellow and orange?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
the tint. Sometimes it looks more orange than yellow, but they call it yellow meat.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, I'm gonna have to write that down. I'm gonna have to add that to the list. All right, okay, so all right, y'all. That was good talking to y'all. Like I said, we're gonna talk about this and see when the next time we could do it. Hopefully, real soon.
Okay.
But I hope a lot of people got some information out of this. So
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for joining us.
all right, man. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
y'all.